70 million people worldwide comprising the Irish diaspora. I don't suppose there's a family in this country that doesn't have somebody in the States, in England, in Australia, in New Zealand. And I believe it's important in terms of the two-way relationship, keeping people in touch with home, but also using that huge font of expertise that's available in order to assist us at government level to ensure that all our actions are to the fore in ensuring that what we do in terms of our policy is best for our people. So I'm anxious to hear from our Irish diaspora in Britain, in America, in Australia, in New Zealand, learn from their experience what we are doing, what we should be doing, and maybe from time to time what we shouldn't be doing also. So this is an opportunity for brainstorming. For me, it's a listening exercise, and I look forward to the deliberations over the next couple of days here in Dublin Castle.
Well, we have a challenge, but of course we also have a huge opportunity. The challenge is to continue to engage, for instance, Irish Americans when they have so many other distractions in Ireland and in things Irish. But if we can do it properly and brand Ireland appropriately, the cultural, the economic, the political advantages are immense because there are 35 million people of Irish descent. And what I love about this forum is we're bringing together people from all over the world to share best practices and how to brand Ireland around the world. And we're learning from people in Britain, we're learning from people in Australia, in Dubai, and of course in the United States. So it's credit to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Minister for Diaspora, and the whole team in Global Ireland for bringing this together.
The reason why people make decisions, for example, to connect with Ireland, to come to Ireland, is because of a feeling, it's because of an experience, it's because of an emotional connection. So making the intangible tangible is actually core, and I think this forum is actually doing that brilliantly.
My main takeaway today is how important culture is for supporting and connecting Irish communities to each other abroad, but also to Ireland. So it's very clear, listening to people from all over the world, how central culture and the support of culture is to that work.
Right now, for me, one of the most exciting things is to be here with other people who are also advocates for immigrants, and to be able to feed back both to each other and to the government how we are feeling about these issues, and also to hear other people's perspectives. It's such an international crew, and to get all the feedback from the Irish in Britain, the Irish in Australia, the Irish all around the world, and hear people both who are both advocates and then also have their own very personal stories about how these issues affect them. It's a very powerful experience to just be here sharing with each other.
I think there's been so many highlights over the last couple of days, and maybe it can be crystallised or encapsulated into a whole myriad of positivity where people have been talking about opportunities. Yes, there are challenges. There's an evolving nature of things internationally, and but people are the Irish resilience is coming to the fore there, and people have ideas. And what I liked about this event was that there was a nice integration of the business networks and the civic forum groups as well, the ESP funded groups. And I think for the next one, whenever the next meeting will be, and there was a genuine desire to have a bit of continuity after this one, I think we have to listen carefully to what people are saying. But that linkage between business networks, I don't think they're mutually exclusive, because there's incredibly generous business people abroad who are on their own individual basis helping out welfare groups and individuals and vulnerable Irish abroad as well. So maybe it's just about trying to up the ante in terms of those connections.
And of course, one of the reasons I'm here is to connect with people who are important partners for the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Irish Government, but also to connect with old friends and people who I've become very fond of and connected with, and organisations I've become very close to during the course of my work abroad. So there are two reasons why this is important, and one of them is a more emotional and sentimental reason. Because you work very closely together, you become very, very attached. And I think there's a sense of that in the statement from the Constitution that we saw on the board today. We cherish those of Irish ancestry and Irish birth overseas. And there is that sense of cherishing about the discussions today.